most of the time I'm working in the evening. And so one of my favorite things is to sleep and then wake up and then check out what I was doing the night before, because I just tend to forget. And last night I had 4 ideas that I put together on Machina, and I got them stored. I used a very particular naming convention so that I could identify what was what. I've got 4 of these with file names prefixed by 25 DJL, some random track kind of names that I put down at the time. I cannot remember a thing about these. Which is kind of fun. And I always look forward to these moments, because it could be that I'm listening to something great, or it could be that I'm listening to something terrible. I just really have no idea. But I thought I would just share this moment with you, because it's something I don't think I've done before. So we're going to go to the first one. And okay, let's have a listen. Okay, that's good. In terms of critique, I think the time stretch vocal is happening obviously way too often. But what I will say is I actually really like that. And when I do these ideas and sketches in Machine, what I do is I then export them as audio and I bring them through into something else for arrangement. So to be honest with you, I'm not too concerned about the fact that I'm hearing repetition there, because in the structure, I'd sort that out. Right, on to the next one. No idea, like I said. Let's see what this is like. And they were all in the same kind of style. They're always, kind of underground housey stuff. No deviation from that. I'm liking the skippiness of that. There's a kind of almost like jacking kind of feel, like in the switching between the bass lines. I mean, look, this is really weird. I'm critiquing my own stuff. But anyway, that's good. I like that. That's definitely got an energy to it. All right, let's go to the next one. And of course, if you're watching this, let me know what you're thinking, which is your favorite, etc. I'd be very interested to find out. Okay, yeah, wicked. This is a really good collection, actually. I'm very happy with this. What I would say there is that some of those vocal samples are a little bit kind of too forward. When you're working late at night on headphones, it's really hard to get that kind of perspective in terms of what you should be getting down. So listening to stuff the next day on speakers is always very, very different. So yeah, once again, this is one that I would export as audio tracks. In the arrangement, everything will come together. I'm confident of that, and I'm very, very critical of my own work. I think that's one of the things that comes with experience. And for me at the moment, these are all 3, thankfully, are ones that I will do something with, definitely. Let's have a listen to the last one. Okay, right. Initial feelings, that's the weakest of the bunch, but I can definitely hear some potential there. The siren thing obviously is happening too often. That should be pushed back in terms of its amount of times it's playing in the track. There's a bit of a speed garagey kind of vibe there that I quite like. I think it's got potential, but I think it definitely needs some more elements. But anyway, I am very, very, very happy with that collection of work from last night. That's just brilliant. And I wonder if if you guys have the same experience. I would say, what's great is to do something fresh before you go to sleep. Just totally put it to the back of your mind. Just get some proper sleep, not even thinking about it. And then wake up potentially to a positive surprise the next morning. But of course, some of these things, a really important thing to mention is that when we do make these music ideas, sometimes if we're close to them, we can't be kind of objective about it. So actually distance from those ideas is good. Any idea is worth capturing and storing somewhere. Bounce it out as audio, stick it on your hard disk somewhere so you can come back to it at some point in time and reflect on it. It may be your perspective will change. I know that's the case with me. I've got so many ideas that I built up over the years. And sometimes when I come back, even a couple of years later, I take a listen. I then know immediately in my head where I need to take it. So it's always good to just get ideas down and then be reflective about it. But like I said, my favorite thing is that thing about working late at night on the headphones, falling asleep, totally forgetting about what you've done, coming back the next morning and taking a listen. That is a very, very successful harvest, if you want, of stuff to wake up to this morning.